difficult things.
I do difficult things.
The trick is just finding the thing that people want to do. So you expect it to get hard, and you have a plan to get out of it.
Oh God, no. I would die.
You wouldn't die.
Yes, I would. I couldn't do it. It was just so boring. Evan, come on. Hi, everybody.
There she is.
Evan.
How you
So
doing?
good to see. I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
I have been seeing a lot of IG Lives with Angela recently,
Yes.
and I'm very happy about it.
Yes. Thank you so much. Okay. So today, and that's why I wanted to come on, because I wanted to say thank you so much for your encouragement and just your support and just the love that I feel and have felt from your team and this community. Because this time last year was my very first live.
Was it really? Like
yes,
today or what?
Yeah,
was it?
Today.
Today's
yes.
the 1 year anniversary?
Yeah. And so, but okay, so that's when I started doing the lives, and I thought, okay, I'll just go live once a month. And then you encouraged me in, I think it was in July, to go live, or maybe before that, to go live every single day, Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock. And I have been, and it's just been it's been so great. It's been really hard. It's been difficult, but it's been so good for me personally. And I'm just really excited about it. And I wanted to say thank you so much, because I've met so many amazing people, and these relationships, I'll always have them. And that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you. And I just want to say thank you so much.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah.
And 1 year, that's amazing that we're here. What a good twist of fortune that you had the time to come on. What was you went live how many times before we talked? 2 times, 3 times?
Before. Well, no, actually I went live about 10 times total, but it was like once a month.
Okay.
And so you encouraged me to do it on more regularly.
Right.
And said, just do it every day.
But it didn't quite happen yet, right? Like from that call, you didn't just start doing it every day, right? Like how long was it before you went daily?
So I'm not real good with like time. It was maybe like a couple of months. It wasn't,
So what happened in those couple, because I think this is valuable for a lot of people too. What happened in those couple of months to say, I'm going to do this? Because you wanted to do it. You were afraid to do it. You had a little bit of push, a little bit of motivation, but then falls back down. You know, you talk to me, but I'm not there every day waking you up and saying, Angela, come on, let's go live.
Right.
So what happened in those couple months, whether it was a month or 4 months or whatever, that made the switch for you to actually do it?
It was just the pull in my heart to do it. Like just the encouragement from just being a part of watching you. Like I think I give like all the credit to the people that I've had been surrounding myself with. And then that tug of, you got to do this, you got to do this. And then because of the wanting to help people, come on and share their message. Like it was sort of a mirage of different things that I think helped me finally get to. And then you did say, you kept saying, you got to do it regardless if it's messy. You have to do it if it's going to be messy. You have to expect it to be messy. You have to do it whether you're scared or not. You've got to do you do the difficult things. Like you're like you say, I can hear you in my head. You do difficult things. And so I would hit live and I'd go out, and I'd hit live and go out. But eventually I'm just like, I believed you. I think I finally got to the point in my heart where I'm like, you know what? I believe Evan. I believe all the other people that would say, encouraging things, about how to do, what to do. And I started believing that whether it's messy or not, it doesn't matter. Whether I do it well or not, it doesn't matter. Just doing it is where I have to start. And I believed that. And that's pretty much where I still am. I still feel like I'm sort of still in that start mode, because I haven't done a whole lot beyond that. But
did you make a conscious effort to surround yourself with more content, to be around people who are going live, to follow different people on Instagram? Like, did you consciously make a change in those 1 to 4 months?
Yes, there was a lot more energy that I put into it, because I knew it would take more energy than what I had been doing just with the once a month. You said to invite people that I followed. You said to invite people that I followed, but also people that followed me. Mm-hmm. And that even if, even if somebody just inspired me through their smile or through their art or through, just to find people that encouraged me and inspired me. And that's what I've tried to do, is try to, really, stay true to, people that encourage me or inspire me and help me and speak to me.
Cool. Is there anything I can help you with now?
Yeah, I'm part of the movement makers. I'm just very grateful to be a part of it.
What have you come up with, like, the theme? What's the theme of the show? Is it still IG Live with Angela? I mean, not the account name, but what's the theme of the show?
That's it. I don't put any sort of content. I don't add anything to. I am not. Yeah, I don't. That's where I don't have a lot of. I don't put a lot of energy into doing that stuff because it's like I need somebody to, that's why the masterminds have been helpful. But I need more. I need maybe even a mentor. So.
Did you go through the who, why, how exercise?
No.
In the book?
I haven't really done. No, I need some. That's why I like the masterminds, because I need somebody to do it with. I'm not going to do it alone. Like I struggle with that. I have to be honest. I'm not good at just doing it by myself.
Did you do the year one word? Did you read it or not yet?
I've read parts. I have it highlighted and stuff. Yeah. Well, my one word. I thought my one word was remind a few months ago, but now I'm like, no, I think it might be love. I'm still, it's probably love. It's just so everybody loves, it's like, oh, it's just so boring, but it's not boring. It's like, it's good, but I don't know. Well, I need somebody to talk to.
Well, in that book, I think it's in your one word. We talk about how once you find it, you'll often, one of the first things that come up will then be, well, who am I to be the love person? I mean, everybody cares about love. I mean, same thing for me. Who am I to be the believe guy? Lots of people talk about believe, right? And so that's actually a sign that you're on the right path. It's just a negative voice telling you that you're not good enough, right? It's like, you want to do it, but I'm not good enough. You want to chase it, but I'm not good enough. And it's slowly silencing and quashing that negative inner voice to actually go do the thing. So it's actually a good sign that you feel like it's too big and you're not capable. I think another good challenge for you would be joint challenges. I think there's a lot of people who are like you, who want to do things and don't show up enough for themselves, and would do it with somebody else, like an accountability buddy for multiple things. Not even the wisdom. It's not even the mentorship. That helps, but that's something else. Like, you don't need mentorship to read a book. You just need to read the book, Angela. You just need a buddy to read the book with, right? To say, hey, we're going to do this together. Because I think one of the things, and this is why, like, you learn better when there's another human connection involved with it, or it's not just you by yourself.
Yes.
So that could tie into love. It's like the actual connection and doing things together. So I think that could be a fun challenge. Like, I love the IG Live with Angela show where you're having conversations and you're attentive and you listen and you're not trying to rush to the next question. Like, if you ever watch, you can tell that you're really into the conversation and you're listening intently to them, which is great. But as a next step, read a book challenge. Like, hey, who wants to read whatever? It doesn't have to be my book. Who wants to read Rich Dad Poor Dad with me, or like whatever other book? What's the other book on your shelf? Oh, both of those are mine.
No, yeah, they're both yours. Oh, yeah, and they're up on my top. Okay, so I did just and I do need to do that. That would be a good idea. I did offer to send out Chris Edith's book, but I've already read that and I'm good with that. But you're right. That's a great idea.
But not just like reading the book could be one thing, but the process of learning whatever the next thing is that you want to learn, making it not feel like a solo project.
Okay. So do like offer a mastermind then? Because that would be great if I could do that. I could do a Zoom with people if they wanted to do that, or I don't know.
I would play with it. Like it could be a mastermind. It could be a one-on-one. It could be you sending doing an IG story. I mean, I just did this with FlexiX. I
printed it out. I have it. I did it this morning. I wrote down it's keto is what I said.
Great. I mean, so that's part of me. I don't need the public accountability. I do it for people like you who like being a part of something, that's how you learn best.
Yes.
So it's like, hey, I'm doing this with Evan.
I've always been such a follower and jumping on, now it's like, okay, now I need I would love it if somebody would,
Yeah, like, have you done keto before at all?
No.
And now you're doing 18 days.
I'm doing 18 days. And
that's wild.
Yeah, my sister does it. So I'm relying on her to help me sort of figure it out. So.
Yeah, but the mechanics of it are not hard. It's the emotions around it of, I really want to go eat that, whatever your vice is.
I love, yeah.
And then the triggers, right? Like understanding what triggers the other behavior. So mine was, I don't think I talked about this. So did you fill out the left side of the sheet? Like, did you fill out the triggers part?
Yeah, I did. And I filled it out, but I only came up with 2 because I had convenience as one and sugar, just carbs itself, so whatever is, but I couldn't come up with a third one. I was like, is that mindset? Mindset is not a trigger.
But sugar's not a good trigger either. Like, what's the trigger that makes you want to have sugar?
The cravings.
Yeah. What triggers the cravings?
Hunger.
Yeah, but beyond that, like when do you really, really, really want?
Emotion.
Yeah. Which emotion?
All of them for me.
But being more specific, so I put down. Look, I'll go. Okay. I'm gonna go show you. This is great. This is why we can do an IG live. Can't do this on a YouTube video. Okay, so this is actually on my fridge. I walked into my kitchen. So you printed it off like this, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, is it on your fridge?
It's in my car.
Oh, it's in your car. Okay.
Yes.
Are you in your car every day?
Yes. Often.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So triggers. Here. This one, number 3, I wrote, want a snack while problem solving. So whenever I'm dealing with a problem, and I'm thinking, whether it's a family problem, like, we've got someone in our family right now who's struggling with cancer, or a business problem, a good business problem, like I need to hire, or a bad business problem, like we don't have enough students at my salsa business. Whenever I'm thinking, I like to eat something. I like to snack on something. I want to have that, whatever, anything, right? Yeah. And I'm doing keto plus the fasting. So I'm not eating, I haven't eaten anything until 5 o'clock. I've got salt and I've got water, and that's it.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
But when I'm in brainstorming mode, right? When I'm brainstorming mode, I feel like it helps me brainstorm better. So I wrote down on the sheet, go for a walk outside. Because that helps me brainstorm too. But it's in advance, because when you're actually feeling that crazy sugar hunger, it's hard to think of what the solution should be. So I wrote it down that, okay, when this happens, I'm going to go for a walk outside. So if you think of what's the emotion that makes you want to eat sugar, if it's, stress, what's another response that you could have to stress besides eating sugar? If it's fresh air, if it's meditation, if it's yoga, if it's prayer, if it's singing, if it's going on IG Live, lots of things. Just what's the thing that's for you? And when you know that trigger and you have a different response and you've thought about it, right? The whole point of the FlexiX is you're doing something hard for 18 days that you haven't done before, but expecting it to get hard at some point, because when you filled it out, you're all excited. But then day 4 comes along and something happens and you want to just go eat that donut or whatever.
Oh my gosh, don't say that.
Your vice is. You have a plan. So you expect it to get hard and you have a plan to get out of it. So like if stress is a trigger for you to want to go eat sugar, what's another thing that works for you for stress?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely I don't eat. Okay, so I'm hoping it will be pretty easy for me because I don't eat until like I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah.
So, and so I'm thinking, okay, but then at night, like I want cereal, I want, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so at night, when you're about you go through your routine and now you want those Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh, I love Honey Nut Cheerios. Yeah. They're so good.
I do too. You want those Honey Nut Cheerios, or you see the multigrain ones and you convince yourself that it's healthy, but meanwhile it's just all sugar.
Right. Oh my God.
What are you going to do tonight? Because this is it. Like, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have your routine, and normally you're going to walk past that cereal cabinet, and instead of doing the Cheerios, what's an alternative? What are you gonna do?
I need a plan, don't I? I need to plan that better.
You need a plan.
Yeah.
Well, but what could you do? Like, let's plan it.
Well, I could. I was thinking about buying. What about an air fryer? I don't have an air fryer. Should I buy an air fryer? With that, can I? Well, okay, so I want to. So if I want to eat, I want a snack. Like, can I just eat good snacks? Like, what's a good snack?
Well, it depends on what your goal is. What's your goal? Your goal is keto, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then you need keto snacks. So
okay, cauliflower.
Oh yeah, you can have any veggies you're fine with. Celery, pickles are the best. Pickles have no calories either. Pickles is just cucumber. But any vegetables you're fine with. Some nuts. Some nuts get a little crazy. Like macadamia nuts are usually pretty good.
Okay.
But if you go into like peanuts or cashews, I love cashews, but cashews. Very limited amounts. But even that, like having some veggies ready to go. You can have cheese. Yeah. Cheese is good.
Yeah. I see what Nina makes you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're so fortunate.
I really am.
You are.
Yes. No, I really am.
She's amazing.
No disagreements there. But having that plan to say, okay, I'm gonna have a veggie snack and have that ready to go, so that I don't slam some Honey Nut Cheerios in my
I need
face.
to go grocery shopping and not hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyway, so I think this is a great example of how you best learn is collaborative, is talking through things.
Yes.
Is being with people. So I would take that on for any new thing that you're trying to do is how do I make this collaborative? So it could be a mastermind where you have your IG Love with Angela tribe and group and you're all doing something like a book club, right? If you had a book club where every week you read the chapter together and then talked about it, you would read the book, you'd get your chapter done, and you'd have a great conversation about it. And you would hold the space for other people to share their views on the book and everything else. It's not just about Angela talking. So mastermind could work, but it could also just be having one accountability buddy to do something with. Or it could even just be going on Instagram Live and just talking to whoever shows up. There's a woman on TikTok who did a duet with my videos. A duet is like when they react to your video. They see your video down the side and then they have their version of it.
Okay.
And she does it while coloring her Bible. So she goes live every day and shares her thoughts with her. You don't see her face. You just see the Bible. She's got the Bible in front of her. And she colors the Bible with images that kind of relate to the passages. And it's beautiful. It takes a lot of time while she's talking to her audience. And people,
interesting.
They don't come in live like this, but they respond to her. I joined her one of hers, and I was giving her love and in the feedback in the comments. And so it could also just be you reading and reading out loud. Like,
oh gosh,
read for your audience.
Oh my God, no. Oh, I'd die.
You wouldn't die.
Yes, I would. Fine. I couldn't do it. It was just so boring. Evan, come on.
But that, like, the learning, knowing that learning, I'm the opposite. I need solo time. I learn best solo time. Like, give me something and then I'll go work on it and then we can brainstorm and collaborate. I don't work best in groups and in collaboration at the beginning when I'm trying to come up with a new idea or especially trying to learn or study. Even music, I have to turn off. I need total silence and just be by myself to best process and learn.
Yeah.
So like university, I didn't have study buddies and I didn't go to the library or coffee shop. I like stayed at home, no noise, and just let me study, which would probably be like death and torture for you. You need the exact opposite.
No, I just need somebody to bounce stuff off on. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot of people, but if I have a thought, I do like usually sort of ruminates for a while, and then to have somebody to talk to about it. That maybe just doesn't have, that doesn't have the answers or anything like that, but just is willing to listen and then challenge me and ask me questions. That's what really helps me. And then sort of understands that I just sort of need to go off and think about that and then process that a little bit and then come back again and do the same thing. I'm one of those.
So you've got the IG Live with Angela show, which is great. And I think a Learning with Angela series, whether that's public or not, but dedicated learning time for you. Maybe it's even a challenge you throw out to one of your guests. It's like to learn something.
Okay.
Like, let's read this book together, or let's do keto together, or let's like whatever is on your list. It has to be something you care about learning. You may not want to learn jujitsu or something. I don't know. Maybe you do. But something that you want to learn. Like, you'll just learn better when it's collaborative. You learn better when it's together. And so hacking that, like knowing that that's how you learn, is a great way to actually get the learning you're after and make it fun. Because you haven't even read Built to Serve yet, Angela. Come on now.
I have some. I do. Oh my gosh. That'll make me feel worse than I need to about this. But I watch all your stuff. And you say, like, you're not like, I even have like my...
There it is. Look at that.
Yeah, love. I do. That was when we drove up to Pennsylvania and we saw you. And I was already like highlighting everything. Well, the first. And I knew like that was, I kind of watch you now. And I think that's the way I learn. So just reading it doesn't really, it doesn't,
okay, yes,
it does a little bit, yes. But on a grander scale, like I would love to have somebody to talk to about it.
Yes, exactly. So. Like don't settle for the crumbs. It's not that you're not learning. You're learning. Even watching videos, like videos might be better than books for you, and they're definitely for me. But even ahead of videos is the one-on-one connection. Yes.
Okay. So you're okay. Then I'll do a mastermind with your stuff.
Great.
You're okay with that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, because I didn't know if you're okay with that. Okay, great.
That's fine. But anything that you want to learn or habit you want to stick to or something you want to take on, knowing that you do it better with somebody else should be now the default part of, okay, who wants to join me on this next thing that I'm doing? And if they don't want to join you for this book, great. Join me for the next book or join me for the next, I'm going to do 18 days of yoga. And then you try that. And having somebody who you're both trying to do the yoga poses together and you're laughing even over the phone, trying to figure stuff out.
Does anybody else struggle with this, starting something on their own? Like I just follow you and think, oh, I'll just do, it's safer and easier for me to just do what you're doing. And then, but doing it on my own is something that I don't really ever think that, why would I do that? Because nobody's going to want to do something with me.
Most people are like you. I'm the weird one.
Okay.
Most people would much rather do it with somebody else than do it solo. The trick is just finding the thing that people want to do. Like they may not want to read that book, or they may not want to do yoga, or they may not want to do keto. But that's where, Joy of Color saying yes with like 7 exclamation points or something on there. Antonio saying, if you want to do a book club with Evan's books, I'm in, right? Like
that's awesome.
Most people would much rather do it together with somebody. So yeah, it's just finding the right people for each one. Like Antonio wants to do books, but maybe he doesn't want to do yoga. And Joe of Color wants to do painting, but doesn't want to do books, right? I mean, it's just finding what people want to do. And it's more just about you putting it out there to say, I want to do this next. Who wants to join me?
And that's the challenge. And that's the real breakthrough is me just putting it out there because I've sort of feared just putting it out there.
You do difficult things.
I do difficult things. And you know what? That whole excitement thing, you know, is it exciting? I make it feel it's excitement. It's the same thing, same feeling, whatever. No, I don't know if I agree with that either. I heard you the other day. I'm like, I don't know.
That's a whole other can of worms to dive into.
I know. Because it's okay to do difficult things. It's okay to identify fear. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it's, you know.
Yeah. Well, Nina in the house is saying I would do Built to Serve. So you got some teammates already.
Thanks, Antonio and Nina. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. On Joy. So sweet. Cool. Thank you so much.
Cool.
I thank you very much for this whole year and being a part of Movement Makers, and just I just love you guys very much with all my heart. You just bless me.
Happy 1 year anniversary. That's
Woo-hoo!
amazing.
1 year. Awesome. Thank
Imagine
you.
What's going to happen the next year?
I know. I know. That's so good. I'm excited for so many people.
Okay, now don't wait 4 months to make this thing happen.
Bye.
Get on the DM with Nina, talk to Antonio, and make something happen.
All right, let's do it.
We love you, Angela.
Love you guys. Okay, bye. Thank you so much. Bye.
If you want to see another awesome one-on-one I did with an entrepreneur just like you, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.